Hey my beautiful people, so wanted to get on here and make a quick video for wrist supination. And what that generally is being able to turn the hands and the wrists over. So I'm going to start off. So this is pronation, this is supination, or you can look at it this way: step back, pronation, arms down, supination, arms flipped over. So when I think about supination, I'm thinking about the thumb up, more of this way. So that will be if we have issues with still trying to get a drink up to our face and things like that. So we're gonna go through some of my favorite exercises I did to help get my wrist to supine, basically to turn over. So first one is weight bearing. You may have seen this with some of my other videos. So I'm standing up because I like to do the weight bearing best with using the weight of my body. I'm left side affected, so you may be fisted, so you may have to pry those fingers open first and then get the wrist to turn this way, open up the fingers to supinate. But before we even go there, I'm gonna place the arm down. We're gonna work on massaging the arm, the forearm, to get some blood flow going through here. And if you don't have the strength to do it yourself, I'm using my non-affected side, have somebody else help you, and that's getting the blood flow to, help loosen some things out. So with spasticity and tone, we're tight and everything is fighting against us. So we want to try, to loosen it up a little bit, and then we're going to work on flipping it over. So if you had to pry the fingers open, act as if I pried them open. If you had to help yourself get that wrist over, this is what we're doing here, getting this wrist over. So bring the fingers open. We're going to apply weight with my body. I'm pressing down on here, and we're going to hold this, and it's not going to, relax itself right away. So I would say the best would be holding a duration of maybe 60 seconds or longer. Give yourself a rest, bring it back down, take it back over. So that's our general weight bearing there. Then you want to get more technical. Think household items. I have a weight over here. We're really going to add weight to it and then bring it even more. And if I wanted to lift this up and still have the arms supine, we could do this. This is supine position, bent, bring it up towards the body as such. So we're working on those things. Pronated, supinate. So I like the weight because this helps us to kind of relax that arm from that spasticity. Pronate, supinate. It's not as easy, but you take the time, bring it in. If you want to try to do that with it being in the downward position, pronate, supinate. So let's try it with the weight, you guys. Try using that weight to get your body over. So we'll move this out of the way. Our next one we're going to do is something like this. Household items, you guys. This is a top tool, Tupperware. So hand pronated here, and we want to supinate this, which flipping it over. So best tactic for this, I feel, this flat surface here is going to help me to, this is prayer position. I think about everything, you guys. This is prayer position here. Got my arm in prayer position. I want to transfer it over. Being that I have this hand in this flat surface, it's helping me to get this hand over a little more instead of worrying about those fingers, generally curling up and doing things like that it would naturally like to do. You see, if I come closer, I'm in here. So it's kind of helping me not to curl it up. So if you ever tried something with using a flat surface to tape those fingers to help to keep those hands straight, this Tupperware top works as well. So we can do this pancake situation here where we're flipping back and forth and weight bearing at the same. Hold it over here a little longer. Move this out of the way. I have my handy dandy cup. Y'all know this is my favorite cup because situation as supination, think about the thumb up. We want to get this cup to this face so we can be able to drink. So getting this cup to this face, that's why I love something like this with the top twist on. So if it was full of whatever liquid, you won't spill it on your body as easy as you would if it was an open top. And it's ceramic. So it looks glass, but it's ceramic. So if you drop it a bunch of times, guess what? We're not going to break it. So this right here, the transition of this gets easier as you not think so much with our brain and pick it up and say, hey, I'm thirsty, pick it up and drink. So a lot of times in the beginning, you will find that you have to bring your head to it. That's just helping you in that situation until it becomes more comfortable. And we're down, bringing the arm to it. So if you have to bring the head to it, that could look at it as such like, hey, I'm still nervous about it. Bring the head to the position and take it back. So things like that. Again, household items, telling y'all, when you really have to take the thought out of things, sometimes to think about it as an exercise and say, hey, these are things I have in the house and things that our body should do naturally, but we have the brain disconnect. We lost the ability to do it. So I have some powder here. This one's a little, I use unconventional methods, but we're gonna open up this powder. I want to supine the hand open to get this powder on it. And I'm gonna pronate it. It's a little game I'm playing. Pronate it to get this powder on the table. Get this hand going. And I wanna bring it back over, see how much powder I got on there. So situations like this, I turned it into a little game versus thinking of it as an exercise. I'm gonna get some blood flow in this wrist, loosen it up, because as you try to supine it, it gets really tight because your body's fighting against it because of that tone and spasticity. Get it back over. And so now, since it's in a supine position, I want to, and I'm using a mirroring effect here, bring it up and back down. And get up, back down. So again, my brain is not thinking about it as an exercise. It's about, hey, powder on the table, flip, see how much powder you got in your hand, try to collect that powder and bring it in. So things like that, you guys. And I know it's very unconventional and my brain just does all these things to think about it, but it works. So I got a fan here. Say I'm hot. My battery might be low. And I want to fan myself, but not just my face is hot. The rest of my body's hot. So I'm doing one of these situations and I bring it up here. Now I got it in the face, flip it back over, try to take it behind my body and bring it back up here. So this right here, I am now working all areas. So we're now using the pronate situation, supine situation, and just trying to do one of these things without thinking about it as an exercise. Hey, oh my gosh, I'm hot. Oh my gosh, feels like something's on my back. Oh my gosh, I want to reach back here. So all of these things we want to do to work on that. And I have my computer over here, so why not use that as a weight bearing situation here. So hand pronated, supinated is this way. I'm not gonna drop my Mac. Definitely not gonna do that. So that's another situation you wanna be super careful on, but we can use this as a flat weight bearing situation here as well. Slowly do one of these, the same as I did the Tupperware. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna slowly, and right here is mad concentration because who's about to drop their mat while we're playing around? Not happening. So we're gonna flip it back over and come back. So all of those things, I just wanted to show you some quick exercises, thinking outside of the box to use to help loosen up supination to get our hand in that supine position here. Supine here, receiving, pouring, receiving. So another one could be if you wanna open this up, pour yourself a glass of water, which actually that is pronated. But if you have the water in your hand, you now got to stand it up. Right there, we can practice this situation over, up, over, up. Or if you only want to put a little bit, that's too much. Bring your arm back over. Things like that that we would end up doing to get that arm used to turning in that position. Test these out, you guys. Let me know how they work for you, and I will talk to you soon. Hopefully we can get some supine to be able to bring it to your face, or if you have something in your hand and I put something in my hand and I want to bring it to my face now to receive it. This looks like this situation here. So we have to work that way. So test these out, you guys. Let me know how they work.